Hello, welcome back to Too Many Books. My name is Sean, and right here, my friends, we have a Lividian Publications unboxing featuring arcs of some upcoming titles from Lividian Publications. So let's dive in. Some of these have been, we know about, like Carrie's Legacy. That was during a pre-order. Some of these we don't know about yet. But, well, you're going to know about them now, so let's dive in. You got, what, 5 arcs? 5 arcs. Look at that. Wow. Okay. I am recording this on Thursday, the day before a Lividian title is being announced. I believe I just saw the email that, tomorrow, as of me recording this, a new Lividian title is being announced, and it's going to be up for grabs. I'm presuming he mentioned it being like one of 5 planned editions based on just the sheer number of it. I'm assuming it's going to be a Bentley Little title. I'm not going to actually upload this till after that day, just because I have a couple other things on the docket. A couple book boxes all arrived at once. You know how these things go. So, unfortunately, I figure I'll spread this one out a little bit so as to not spoil the surprise. That way, not all of these titles are going to be unknown. But let's dive in. The Ferryman by Justin Cronin. We'll get to that in a second. Up first, Carrie's Legacy. This is a title that is celebrating Carrie, Stephen King's very first, his debut novel. This is technically sold out. I'm sure copies won't be too difficult to find once it has actually released. It's technically sold out because it was only available during a certain pre-order period. It was like you got a whole month to order Carrie's Legacy, and the limitation will be set based on that pre-order period. It's edited by Brian James Freeman, the man himself, and Richard Chismar from Cemetery Dance. It is a collection of essays and recollections about what Carrie means to these various authors. And I know there's a whole artwork gallery. I guess it looks like the artwork gallery is all in the back here. I didn't know if these are going to be spread out throughout it, but it looks like they're just kind of compiling them all in the back. Introduction by Stephen King, which I believe is a reprint. I don't think it's a new introduction. 1999. We have all sorts of various essays within it. I think it's pretty exciting. It's nonfiction, so it's not everyone's cup of tea. But, man, who is the numbered edition signed by? Is it just the editors or the artist signing as well? I know for the lettered edition, is that Scott Griffin, Sarah Dillon, I can't speak English, Justin T. Coons. For the letter edition, they're actually getting like an art portfolio where the artists are signing their individual sheets, which is pretty cool. I don't know how the numbered edition presumably is going to be like this arc here. Hopefully printed in color, because, that way you can get the most out of the artwork. Up next, we have The House by Bentley Little. So it looks like Bentley Little is moving in with Lividian, which I'm totally fine with, because Lividian puts out some pretty kick-ass editions. They've already done The Store. Is it just The Store? The Store, the only one they've done by Bentley Little? It's the only one that's coming to mind right now, but I enjoyed The Store. I am not familiar with The House. I'm presuming, based on the title, it is about a haunted house, most likely in Arizona, and most likely dealing with, and apparently some creepy-ass little potentially racist, pygmy warrior things going on. Okay. There's a lot of illustrations here, at least in the front. It looks like from the page edges here, there's a ton of illustrations throughout. Are these illustrations by Dirk Berger? They are. Okay, Dirk Berger. Berger did the artwork for The Store. So it makes sense that Berger would be continuing with the other. Oh, right. And Berger did not hold back on these. He illustrated the hell out of it. Admittedly, Bentley Little does have a style to him, a formula that he follows. I'm not saying this follows that formula. It might not. But we'll see. I'll have to dive in and give it a read. But man, that is packed with artwork. Berger just absolutely rocked it. To be published in 2025. Was this the Friday title? I don't know, because I'm recording this beforehand, but maybe it's sold out already. If not, you should definitely check out Lividian, get on the newsletter, get on Brian James Freeman's Patreon, and you can get advance notice. Same thing goes for The Haunted, which is also by Bentley Little, also coming in 2025, also featuring the artwork of Dirk Berger. Man, look at all the artwork in this. So the artwork in the numbered edition will be black and white. Oh, this has a forward by Scott Nicholson. No relation to Jack. I don't believe so, but he's also the author of the Red Church. This appears to also be a... Oh, you know what? I have read The Haunted. This is one that I listened to the audiobook several years back, back when Audible first introduced the free premium titles, and I was like, hey, are any of these Bentley Little titles free and premium? And this one was, so I listened to it. And I remember laughing because there was a joke that is made in the novel early on dealing with poor punctuation on a sign on the side of the road that I, in my more immature years, had made a similar joke or similar observation about poor grammar on a sign. And I was like, we said something similar. This one does kind of follow the Bentley Little tropes. Like I said, it's been years since I've read it or listened to it. But, I know it deals with a small town. Not even a small town. It is a small town. But it deals with a family moving to a nicer house. And this nicer house has a backstory that people don't want to talk about in the neighborhood. And it's up to this everyman family to try to get to the bottom of what the hell's going on in the house. I remember that the ending was really good on this one. Bentley Little, I will admit, he has a tendency to, let's say, miff the ending when it comes to the mailman or the consultant. Both of those had, I thought a great setup, a great concept going up to it, and then, left open-ended questions at the end, which was a little disappointing. I did not get that with The Haunted, from what I recall. Next up, we have The Ferryman by Justin Cronin, which I believe this one already sold out. This one has artwork by Francois Vaillancourt. So this one's exciting. I've heard good things about The Ferryman. I own a signed copy of the trade edition, which I had received from VJ Books when they were going out of business. So I picked up a trade copy to accompany some other signed Cronin titles from Cemetery Dance. So Cronin did was it the Strain trilogy? Is that what the name of not the Strain. The Strain was Guillermo del Toro. What the hell was Justin Cronin's? It was City of Mirrors was one of them. God, what the hell was the other? What was the name of the other ones? The Passage, The 12, and City of Mirrors. Yeah, listen, not The Strain. He's written more, but it'd be interesting. This is a big book. It'd be interesting to see this get the Lividian treatment. The artwork, as I was starting to say before I distracted myself, the artwork is going to be in black and white in the numbered editions. I mean, it's going to be nicer quality than an ARC paper here. But it is going to be black and white in the numbered editions. The lettered editions get full color artwork. And for the Ferryman, that is going to be an extra special thing because you get some nice colored, colored Francois Vaillancourt artwork. And Francois does an incredible job to begin with, but to get his artwork in color, in all of its kind of watercolored glory. Speaking of Francois, this looks like Francois. It is Francois. This is Lost Man's Lane by Scott Carson. I think this one went on sale as well. I believe this one also sold out. This is the third Scott Carson title that Lividian has done. They did Where They Wait? Where She Waits? Where They Wait. And, God, what was the other one? It's not going to tell you much on the description here. Scott Carson is the pen name for a New York Times bestselling author and screenwriter. It's Michael Carita. Michael Carita, who's received the exquisite editions of several of his titles from Cemetery Dance. He's a now getting the Scott Carson treatment via, we had artwork on the left page. Oh, no, we don't. It's just, it's artwork, but it's more of like a chapter divide. So anyways, this is the newest from Scott Carson. I believe this one just came out, I remember seeing ads for this on, Facebook from Michael Carita, it was last year? Maybe it was a few years ago. I feel like it's really new, though. What's the copyright say in the front? I imagine the copyright page is there. 2024. Yeah, it was last year. Okay. So, Michael Carita, you get a lot of kind of crime thrillers. But under the Scott Carson pen name, you get some more supernatural thrillers. And I imagine that Lost Man's Lane is no exception. Once again, numbered edition is going to have the black and white artwork from Francois. He did. The lettered edition will get the full color artwork. So if you are a huge fan of Francois' artwork and you want the exquisite deluxe edition, then the letter edition is going to be the way to go. It is going to be pricier than the numbered edition. I believe these numbered editions, I'm liking the, looks like quotes from 90s hip-hop here. We had Eminem, all that. Eminem might be, early 2000s. Bad Meets Evil. He only had, a few albums in the 90s, one of which isn't even his mainstream, his major label debut. Mos Def. We got some Outkast, Equemini. Solid album there. More of a fan of Stankonia myself, but, to each their own. So anyways, very excited to dive in. So if you want copies of Lost Man's Lane or The Ferryman or revisiting Carrie's Legacy, revisiting Stephen King's Girl with Frightening Power, then you have to go to the secondary market, unfortunately. But once the books are actually shipping, it shouldn't be too difficult to find them. Of course, and this is just my own presumption, one of these Bentley Little titles might still be on sale. It's, this previous Friday, from whenever you're watching this, is when presumably one of these is going on sale. It's likely going to sell out pretty quickly. These Lividian titles do sell out very quickly. So it is worth, even if you just do it at the free level, you can join the Patreon for Brian James Freeman at the free level, and you still get advance notices of these books when they go on sale. And, but, man, I'll tell you that the paid levels are superb as well. There was, a couple of really good grab bags, a whole lot of goodies that you can get if any of the paid levels are still open up. But, the free level still gets you the great advance notice of these titles. So thank you very much, Brian James Freeman, for this wonderful care package of these 5 arcs. I will treasure them greatly. My reading pile is a little long, but if I manage to read any of these arcs prior to getting the actual numbered editions, I will do a full book review on the channel here. I do at least one book review a week, plenty of unboxing videos in between here and there, including a whole playlist of Lividian titles, including some lettered editions. If you wanted to see a numbered versus lettered, you can check them out on my channel. But seriously, check out Lividian Publications. Brian is doing one hell of a job, and we'll see you around next time.